Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another highly requested video. Today we are going to go through my entire palette collection. So this is not only going to be eyeshadow palettes, it's going to be cheek palettes, so contouring palettes, blush palettes, lipstick palettes, eyeshadow palettes, the whole deal. Behind me here, I have got a massive drawer full of product. And if you haven't already seen my makeup collection and storage videos, I will link them down below and on the screen here just as well. So if you are interested in seeing my entire makeup collection, go and watch it there. But today's video is purely palette related. So many of you have asked for this after seeing my makeup collection video. So I am of course doing exactly what you guys ask for. If you are interested in seeing full collection videos of other products, I don't know, foundations, lipsticks, blushes and highlighters, anything like that, leave me a comment in the description bar below letting me know what you want to see. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and if you are interested in seeing my entire palette collection, then please keep on watching. So I am currently storing all of my palettes in this drawer of this 6-drawer unit. This is an IKEA unit. I will link it down below. I've just got them all jumbled in together, all of the eyeshadow and cheek palettes. To be honest, I need to come up with a way better system because when I am working on clients, sometimes it can take me quite a while to find what I am looking for. So to start this video out, we're going to start with face palettes first. So these are my Models Prefer contouring kits. I have a cream and a powder, the cream being the one on the left hand side. And then these ones here are the Australis version. Now these are essentially the same thing. They are both stocked at Priceline and they are both really great quality. These here are my Makeup Geek contouring pans. These come in 8 shades. Once again, are ridiculously affordable. Next up, we've got my Graph Toby, and these are the HD cream palettes, great for color correcting and contouring the face. And then another cream version, of course, the ever famous Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Series. So these are a set of 3 cream contour palettes, so they come in a light, a medium, and a deep shade. To be honest, I can use all of them on my skin tone, so they're really great value for money. Another great thing about these ones is they do actually come with refillable pans, so if you run out of one shade, you don't have to retire the entire palette, you can just replace the color that you've used. Now these are the powder version of the previous ones, so again Anastasia Beverly Hills, so I have reorganized mine into the lighter highlighting shades and then the darker contour shades in the other palette. It just makes it easier for me as a makeup artist to organize. Next up, once again, super famous in social media, the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Really love the pigmentation and quality of this palette, and apparently she's coming with refillable pans too. Next up, highlighting palettes. So these are once again Anastasia Beverly Hills. These are the Glow Kits. I was really surprised when these arrived in the mail. They look so much bigger in person than they do in photos. Definitely amazing, and I think they only retail for about $40 each, so that's really awesome. This is one of my newest additions, the Benefit Cheek-a-thon palette. This comes with 5 gorgeous Benefit Cheek products, all for less than 100 Australian dollars. Like, what? It's just crazy how affordable it is. Now, a couple of other random blush palettes. So that first one is a Morphe. Then I've got 2 Inglot blush palettes that I have sort of picked the shades myself. And then these last 3 are the Blush by 3 trios from Sleek. Oh, all of these are great quality, great pigmentation, and seriously, you cannot go wrong with these. You can just chuck them in your bag and you've literally got everything you could possibly need. Oh, and that one that I just added down the bottom there, that is the Sleek contouring palette. I do have 2 of those, but I'm not sure where the other one is. Next up, some of the beautiful Morphe palettes that I am lucky enough to own. I believe this one here to be the Jaclyn Hill palette. Then we have this amazing 35O. I'm sure you've all heard of this palette. It's frequently out of stock, so just keep checking the website, you know, for whether it's in stock or not. Then these last 2 are super bright. So this one is a shimmer. I'm not too sure of the number of the palette. And then the next one is a matte. As always, guys, do check the description bar below for a full list and links to all of the products used and mentioned so that you can grab them for yourself. Oh, we got some more Sleek goodies. So these are the Eye Divine palette. So these come with, can I count, 12 colors in each. And I think from memory, these only retail for about $12. The pigmentation is insane. The colors are obviously gorgeous. Definitely an option if you're more on a budget but wanting some really great quality eyeshadows. Next up we have Stila. So these are a bunch of sort of cardboard packaging palettes that are available here in Australia at Mecca Cosmetica. This first blue one here is all matte. This one is called In the Know and it's got some really gorgeous warm tones. Then next up the green one is In the Garden, which essentially, as the name says, is all really beautiful garden type shades. The purple one is In the Moment. Gosh, I love me a bit of purple, and I do have a couple of tutorials using this one. And then finally, Stila In the Light. This one, as you can see, is very, very well loved, and if you are interested in really gorgeous shimmers, a great option. Then, of course, the Too Faced chocolate bars. We all know these. Oh, just looking at these palettes, I swear I can smell them. They actually smell like chocolate. Really great versatile palettes that can be used for a bunch of different things. Also from Too Faced, I've got a few of the favourite things. This was one of the holiday collection palettes that came out. Unfortunately, it was limited edition, so if you are looking for it, you're probably going to have to look on Amazon or eBay. And then another limited edition Christmas palette, Joy to the Girls. Honestly, I haven't used these much. I just fell in love with the packaging, so I purchased them. Next up, we have a random Tarte palette. I honestly only have one Tarte palette, which is really surprising to me. This is the Tartelette in Bloom. Really pretty packaging on this one. And then also one Kat Von D eyeshadow palette. This is the Monarch eyeshadow palette. I really want to get the, what is it called? The Shade and Light eyeshadow palette. That one looks amazing. Now from Lorac, I have 3 of their Pro palettes. So I've got the Lorac Pro 2. That's the grey packaging. I've got the Lorac Pro Original, that's the black packaging, and then the Lorac Mega Pro is the red packaging. These are great for professional makeup artists, but also for those of you that just like a really great variety of shadow colours and finishes. Super sleek packaging, really lightweight and great for travelling. They're also really durable too, which is a huge thumbs up from me. Moving on to my Urban Decay palette collection. So obviously I have the 3 Naked palettes. So that one first is the original Naked palette, which quite honestly is also my most used. And then the second one is the Urban Decay Naked 2, which leans on the cooler tone side of things. And finally the Naked 3, which is really gorgeous blush and rose hues. Perfect for brides and bridal work if you are a makeup artist. Next up, we got the Naked Basics. I don't know why I got this. I really didn't need it because most of these shades are in the original 3 Naked palettes. Oh, the Urban Decay Electric palette, my all-time favorite neon eyeshadow palette. And then I've got a couple of the Vice palettes. So this is, I think, the original Urban Decay Vice palette, or it might be the Vice 2. Oh, look at that, Vice 2. And then the next one I believe to be the Vice 3. Crazy awesome packaging. I absolutely adore the packaging of these Vice palettes. And the pigmentation and quality of the shadows are absolutely out of this world. Finally from Urban Decay is this brand new collaboration. This is the collaboration that they have done with the new Alice Through the Looking Glass movie that's coming out. Oh my gosh, can we just be real about this packaging? That is a butterfly. Your eyes are not lying to you. And here's what the actual colours in the palette looks like. They are gorgeous and it will be released in Australia on the 17th of May, available at Mecca Maxima stores. Absolutely love this one and definitely need to add it to your collection. Okay, moving on, I've got a couple of Sigma Beauty palettes. That larger one is the Resort palette, which was unfortunately a limited edition, but it's super pretty. And this little one here is gorgeous as well. Great for traveling. These are also reasonably good quality. I don't find myself reaching for them all the time though. Then we've got the Violet Voss Drenched Metal. This is one of their brand new Pro eyeshadow palettes. Gorgeous frosts and shimmer tones, really pigmented. Now for Zoeva, so this is the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. Then I've got the Zoeva en Taupe palette. Honestly, these retail, and I'm like, obviously we know that in Australia makeup's ridiculously overpriced, but these palettes are less than $40 in Australia. That is wild. These next few Zoeva palettes are from their new Spectrum collection. So that first there is the Nude Spectrum blush palette. I do also have the other 2 blush palettes, but for the life of me, I couldn't find them to film this video. I'm so sorry. Then we have that Cool Tone Spectrum eyeshadow palette. This next one is the Warm Tone Spectrum palette. Really beautiful orange. I love that orange in that palette. And then finally the Nude Spectrum. Out of the 3, I probably use the Nude Spectrum one the most. It's really great for everyday makeup. If you're in Australia, you can buy these from Sephora as well. Otherwise, grab them online. Next up is the Smashbox. This one is the full exposure palette, and then this one is the double exposure palette. The double exposure one is cool because you can actually use these shadows with either a dry or a wet brush, and it completely transforms the finish and the color of the shadow. It's a cool science experiment. These babies are my Inglot palette, so these are fully customizable. You go into the store and select all the shades that you want to pop in your palette. Definitely up there with the best quality of eyeshadows on the market. Really, really great. Then we have, of course, the Makeup Geek collaboration with Manny MUA here from YouTube. Phenomenal palette. Absolutely adore, adore, adore this one. Now, the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. I do have every single palette that they have ever released. I love them all dearly, and we'll go through them each individually. So first up, this is the Self-Made palette. As you can see, mine is very well loved and a little banged up from taking it to Sydney so much. Then we have the Lavish palette, which is different packaging, but I actually don't mind it. It's easy to get to and easy to just throw into your bag, and you don't really have to worry about it too much. Next up is the Shadow Couture or World Traveler palette. It seems to go under two names. Really gorgeous colors in this one though. Then we have the Maya Mia palette, again limited edition, but had some really cool funky beach vibes to it. Then the Artist palette. Oh, this one was probably my favorite because I'm such a sucker for bright colors. Not that I really wear them too often, I just love to drool over them. Then we had the Tamina palette, which was another collaboration, really gorgeous, and I loved that pop of turquoise. Next up, my most used one was the Amrezy palette. Definitely am still using this nearly every day. I love the colors in this. They're all really, really wearable, and I've actually hit pan on that color there, which is proof that I love it. And then finally the Catwalk palette. Now I believe this was the second palette that she ever released. Really gorgeous purple hues, but unfortunately was again limited edition, so I'm not sure if you can still get it. And then lastly, to wrap it up, I've got my Z palette collection. I absolutely adore Z palettes. I find that it's really great to customize. Say you're going on a trip, I don't know, overseas or something. Rather than having to pack 5 bulky palettes, you can just pick and choose whatever colors you want, pop them in a Z palette, and you are good to go. These are all a mixture of Makeup Geek, Anastasia Beverly Hills, and MAC shadows. And if you guys are interested, just let me know in the comment section below. I can do a proper like Z palette tour and just show you exactly all of the colors and the shades in each palette, or even my most used colors if that one's a little easier. This palette here is all of the recently released spring shadows from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and then this last one is my all-time most used palette. I use it on nearly every makeup client. So that completes the video, guys. I hope you really, really enjoyed it. Give me a big thumbs up, and I will talk to you all very soon.